going on, guys? Welcome back to Bass Squad Fishing. I just want to welcome Josh to the channel. This is his first video with us. Today we're going to be going over the Texas rig and the Wacky rig. I will be demonstrating the Texas rig and Tanner will be demonstrating the Wacky rig. We're going to be going over the types of hooks you should use for these rigs and our recommended baits that we use for them. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to be demonstrating the Texas rig. The hook that you want to use for is an offset hook. They look like this. The size that you're supposed to use are 3 and 4, but I recommend using 4. It's the one that I like better, and I find it a lot better than the 3. I've used both before, and the results are better with the 4. I usually use Senkos for the Texas rig. This is one of my favorite brands. It's a little expensive, but pretty much any Senko would work, but this is probably one of my favorite brands. I usually go with the 5-inch, or must have been not paying attention or something, because these are 4-inch. Yeah, but I like the 5-inch. And, all right, I'm going to show you guys how to put on the Texas rig. All right, so what you're going to want to do is, I'll try to make this as best as possible with my hand. All right, so you have it like this. And as you can see, this bottom part's a little bit skinnier compared to the other side, and that's the thicker side is the part that you want to go in with the hook. All right, so you're gonna want to put this in right about that length. Is probably good. You don't need it like really long or anything like that. And then you're gonna want to put it through like that, and then just slide the worm, and then you're gonna want to turn your hook and just lift this up, just like that. And then you're gonna wanna put your hook right through the worm, just like that. And then that's pretty much how you wanna do it right there. This one's a little bit crooked, but that's because the 5-inch is a lot easier to do it with. But that's basically what you're looking for right there. And you're able to do the Texas rig with a lot of other different baits, not just like Senkos or just straight worms. And it's really good. I love it. It might not be the best thing that you could use right now, but I remember at the end of summer, I was like cranking in lots of bass just with this. That's all I was using. I was getting a lot of bass. Highly recommend it. Not right now, but maybe towards the beginning of summer, something like that, when it starts to get like constant, high temperature. And now Tanner's gonna show you the Wacky rig.
Okay guys, today I'm gonna be showing you how to rig up the Wacky rig, as Jack just said. And for this, you're gonna need a Senko. I'm gonna use the 4-inch because that's what we have right now, as you can see. And then you're gonna need this tool. It's called like an old Wacky tool. And it helps put the band on the worm, which I'll show you in a second. So you're gonna need either, there's 2 hooks I like to use, a circle hook or a weedless hook. And then the circle hooks, you can either get size 3 or size 4. I recommend size 3. Size 4 is a little too big. For catfishing, size 4, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you an up close look. This is the 4-inch, as you just saw Jack doing the Texas rig. This is the Wacky tool. It used to have the name there, but it got scratched off because I use that bait a lot. So this is the size 4 hook, and you're gonna see a difference between that and the size 3. So to catch more fish, I recommend the size 3. If you're just going for the big fish, then I recommend size 4. But and this is the weedless, so you're gonna want to use this when there's a lot of grass or just other stuff that might get in your way. Okay, so first step, you're gonna want to take your tool. You could do this without the tool, but I recommend the tool because it's way easier. So you're gonna want to put the pointy end, because there's a circular end, pointy end. So your pointy end in here, and then there's a little stopping point of the gradient for the Senko, and then you're gonna want to take your black band that you need to buy at the store, and then okay, so you push it up here, you just keep pushing, and then it doesn't matter if your worm's not okay right now, you just put it in there for now, and then slide it all the way up, and then just take it out a little bit, and then put it right on there towards the middle. So as you can see, it's kind of in the middle, kind of not in the middle. It makes it have some better action. So that's what it's gonna look like right now. And then this is the easiest part. You take one of your hooks. I'll do 2 hooks for you guys. So the weedless hook, it's quite simple. All you do is you take the hook, you put it right in between the worm and the plastic band, and then you're gonna want to try not to hook the worm because the whole point of the band is to save the plastic so you can use it for longer. And then so that there it is. And then in the water, I don't know if you guys can see, it's just gonna go like that. And then so then that's that. And then take that hook off, and then I'm gonna put on the size 3 for now. And then you're just gonna want to put this same way you just did the last one. And this, I recommend using this hook when there's like no weeds and stuff. So put it there. I think this has a little bit better action than the last. And that's gonna be the Wacky rig. And we're going to talk about that in a minute and where you should use it. Okay, we'll see you guys there.
So we're going to be going over where to use the Texas rig and the Wacky rig. For the Texas rig, you could use it in like ponds, lakes, and it's really good because you could use it in lots of spots with vegetation. You could use it around stumps, pretty much anywhere because it's weedless. So it's very good for anywhere you want to use it. If you want to go deep with it, you can. You want to go shallow, you can do that as well. Yeah, it's just really good.
Okay, so there's a few ways to use the Texas rig, and what I recommend is letting it fall to the bottom, so waiting a couple seconds, and then just popping your rod up like 3 times around that, and then just reel it a little bit to tighten the line up, and then just keep doing that, and then just recast when you need to, and then yeah, I would fish it near like vegetation, stuff like that. Okay, and for the Wacky rig, that is a very good bed bait, so when they're spawning and on their bed, you're going to want to throw it, and it's going to look just like something that's trying to intrude their bed and like eat their like eggs. So anywhere, and if you use the weedless hook, you can use it just like a Texas rig anywhere, and you're supposed to use it just like how you work a Texas rig. You let it fall, and then you pop it like 1 or 2 or 3 times, and then that's how I would use the baits. If any of you guys want to say anything, go ahead.
I personally really like the Texas rig. I've only used the Wacky rig, I think, once. I just got like snagged a lot, so I just stopped using it. But I personally like the Texas rig better only because it's like weedless. And then yeah, that Texas rig is the way to go for me.
I also like the Texas rig because it's weedless and like you can basically use it anywhere, weedless or not. So.
All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video for today. We might go fishing in our friend Mikey's pond tomorrow, and we might be able to make a video off that if we catch some fish. Hopefully we could go tomorrow.
So that's a great way to rig up these 2 amazing rigs. These will catch you fish almost all year long. In the cold temperatures, it's not the best, but they will usually work almost all year long. And so a thing you can look forward to on this channel is possibly a podcast with guests, maybe our parents coming on once in a while as a guest. And then make sure to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends, and comment if you want us to do like any type of video. We're down. We don't have much ideas, but we're willing to like take your ideas and do it. And that's going to be the end of the video. Fish fear us.